Thailand is a magical country. It is known for beautiful beaches. It has ancient temples too. But many people love Thailand for its food. The food here is truly special. Street food is everywhere. You can find it on busy city streets. You can find it in quiet neighborhood alleys. Little carts sell delicious snacks. Small stalls cook amazing meals. The air often smells wonderful. It smells of spices and grilling meats. This is the taste of Thailand. The street food scene is vibrant. It is full of energy. Cooks work quickly. They chop and stir with skill. Flames leap from their woks. The sounds are exciting. Sizzling, clanking, and happy chatter fill the air. People gather around the food stalls. They laugh and eat together. Tourists and locals all enjoy these treats. It is a shared experience. This is more than just eating. It is about community. It is about the joy of good food. Exploring Thai street food is an adventure. You discover new flavors every day. It is a journey for your taste buds. It is a way to understand Thai culture. My culinary adventure led me to Chef Preya. She was a well-known local cook. Many people recommended her cooking class. They said she was patient and kind. They said her food was the best. Chef Preya had a small cooking school. It was in a traditional Thai house. The house had a lovely garden. It felt very calm and welcoming. I felt happy to be there. I knew I would learn a lot from her. Chef Preya greeted me with a warm smile. Her eyes were bright and friendly. She wore a traditional Thai silk apron. She looked like a true master of her craft. She told me about her family. Cooking was a big part of her life. Her grandmother taught her many recipes. These recipes were passed down through generations. Chef Preya loved sharing her knowledge. She believed food connects people. Her passion was inspiring. She explained that Thai cooking is about balance. It is about balancing sweet, sour, salty, and spicy flavors. This balance is very important. It makes Thai food unique and delicious. We would make pad Thai from scratch. The next morning, Bangkok was already awake. The city buzzed with early energy. I traveled to meet Chef Preya for our market trip. The streets were a blur of motion. Motorbikes weaved through traffic. Their engines whirred like busy insects. Colorful tuk-tuks zipped past. They carried passengers to their destinations. Horns beeped occasionally. It was a lively soundtrack to the morning. The sun was climbing higher. It promised a warm day ahead for our adventure. The air was filled with many smells. Some were sweet, from fruit vendors. Some were savory, from breakfast stalls. I could smell grilling pork. I could smell fresh jasmine flowers. These flowers were sold as offerings for temples. The city was a mix of old and new. Tall glass buildings stood next to small, traditional shops. Monks in saffron robes walked peacefully. They collected alms from the faithful. It was a captivating scene to witness. As we walked towards the local market, the sounds grew louder. People were calling out their greetings. Shopkeepers arranged their goods. The clatter of metal shutters opening echoed. The city felt alive. We arrived at the fresh market. It was an explosion of colors. Bright red chilies were piled high. Green leafy vegetables looked crisp and fresh. Exotic fruits glowed in shades of yellow, orange, and purple. The market was bustling with activity. Shoppers moved between the stalls. They carefully selected their produce. Vendors called out, advertising their best items. The energy was infectious. I felt so excited to be there. It was a feast for the eyes. The aromas in the market were incredible. The sweet scent of ripe mangoes filled the air. The pungent smell of durian was also present. Fresh herbs like basil and mint released their fragrance. Spices were displayed in large sacks. They created a perfume of cinnamon, star anise, and turmeric. Seafood stalls had fresh fish and prawns. They glistened on beds of ice. The smell of the sea mingled with earthy smells. It was a complex and wonderful perfume. Chef Preya was an expert navigator. She moved through the crowded aisles with ease. She knew many of the vendors. She greeted them with smiles and friendly words. They chatted like old friends. She showed me how to choose the best ingredients. Back in Chef Preya's kitchen, we laid out our market treasures. The ingredients for pad Thai looked beautiful. They were fresh and full of color. Chef Preya began to explain each one. She said the rice noodles were the foundation. They needed to be the right kind. Flat, medium-width noodles are best. They absorbed the sauce well. She showed me how to soak them. They needed to be soft but not mushy. This was the first important step. Next, she talked about the pad Thai sauce. This sauce is the heart of the dish. It gives pad Thai its signature flavor. The main components are tamarind paste, fish sauce, and palm sugar. Tamarind paste provides the sour taste. Fish sauce gives it a salty, umami depth. Palm sugar adds a gentle sweetness. Chef Priya emphasized the balance again. Getting these proportions right is crucial. She let me taste a little of the raw tamarind paste. It was very tart. Protein is also important in pad thai. We had fresh prawns. Chef Priya said chicken or pork could also be used. Tofu is a common addition too. It adds a nice texture. We had firm tofu, cubed and ready. She also showed me dried shrimp. Now it was time to cook. Chef Priya heated her large wok. It sat over a strong flame. She said a hot wok is very important. It cooks the ingredients quickly. This keeps them fresh and crisp. She added some oil. It shimmered in the heat. The kitchen filled with anticipation. I watched her every move. She was graceful and efficient. Her hands moved with confidence. It was like watching a performance. First, she added the chopped garlic and shallots. They sizzled instantly. A wonderful aroma filled the kitchen. It was a warm and inviting smell. Then she added the firm tofu cubes. She stir-fried them until they were golden brown. Next, she pushed the tofu to one side. She cracked an egg into the empty space. She scrambled it quickly. The egg cooked in seconds. It mixed with the golden tofu. The sights and sounds were mesmerizing. Then came the prawns. She tossed them into the hot wok. They turned pink almost immediately. Chef Priya worked fast. She added the soaked rice noodles. She stirred everything together gently. She did not want to break the noodles. Then she poured in the pad thai sauce. The sauce coated every strand of noodle. The color changed to a beautiful amber. The smell was incredible. As we cooked, Chef Priya shared stories. She told me about her childhood. She remembered helping her grandmother in the kitchen. Her grandmother was a fantastic cook. She made pad thai for special family gatherings. It was a dish filled with love. Chef Priya said food is more than just sustenance. It is about family. It is about tradition. It is about sharing moments together. Her stories added so much meaning to our cooking. She also shared some cultural insights. She explained that in Thailand, food is often shared. People order many dishes. Everyone tries a little bit of everything. This way you can enjoy many flavors. She said pad thai became popular in Thailand during World War II. The government promoted rice noodles. This was to reduce rice consumption. It was a nationalistic campaign. Pad thai became a symbol of Thai identity. It was fascinating to learn this history. Chef Priya also talked about regional differences. She said pad thai can vary from place to place. Some regions make it sweeter, others make it spicier. Some use different types of noodles. Her family recipe was from central Thailand. Finally, it was time to taste our creation. Chef Priya expertly plated the pad thai. She arranged it beautifully on a dish. She sprinkled it with crushed roasted peanuts. She added a handful of fresh bean sprouts. A bright green wedge of lime sat on the side. A few sprigs of cilantro added a touch of freshness. The pad thai looked absolutely delicious. The colors were so inviting. The aroma made my stomach rumble with anticipation. I could hardly wait to try it. I took my first bite. It was heavenly. The noodles were perfectly cooked. They were soft but had a slight chewiness. The sauce was a perfect symphony of flavors. It was sweet, sour, and savory all at once. There was a gentle hint of spice. The prawns were juicy and tender. The tofu added a lovely texture. The crunchy bean sprouts and peanuts provided a wonderful contrast. Every mouthful was a delight. It was the best pad thai I had ever tasted. Chef Priya watched me with a smile. She seemed happy to see my enjoyment. We ate together in her cozy kitchen. We talked about the flavors. I told her how amazing it tasted. I could taste the freshness of the ingredients. I could taste the care that went into making it. As our cooking class ended, I felt a mix of emotions. I was happy and satisfied. I had learned so much. I had created something delicious. But I was also a little sad to leave. Chef Priya's kitchen felt like a special place. Her warmth and kindness had made the experience unforgettable. She gave me a handwritten copy of her pad thai recipe. She encouraged me to practice it at home. I promised her I would. I left Chef Priya's house with a full stomach. I also left with a full heart. This culinary adventure was more than just a cooking lesson. It was a journey into the heart of Thai culture. It was a connection with a wonderful local person. I learned about food, but I also learned about life. I learned about the importance of tradition. I learned about the joy of sharing. These lessons were as valuable as the recipe itself. Now, whenever I make pad thai in my own kitchen, I remember Chef Priya. I remember the bustling Bangkok market. I remember the sizzle of the wok. I remember her gentle guidance. The smell of tamarind and fish sauce transports me back to her kitchen. Cooking pad Thai has become a way to relive those precious memories. It is a way to bring a taste of Thailand into my home. It is a skill I will cherish always.